Welcome to the Daily Dose with me, Father Allen, coming to you from the rooftop patio of our house here in Ottawa. Please add to your prayer list the people of Croatia. I have a couple of friends who live in Zagreb. They're fine, they and their families, thanks be to God for that. But please pray for the people of Croatia going through this now added experience, added crisis of having had an earthquake in their country. So please pray that God's grace and mercy just continue to be with them. A word that we hear a lot of lately, which is becoming part of our normal vocabulary, is self-isolation. And I get it. I understand what that means. We need to separate ourselves from family and loved ones. Perhaps we've contracted the disease. We don't want to contract it from somebody else. I understand what it means to be in self-isolation. But I just propose that we consider, as Catholic Christians, to use another word, and that is solitude. Isolation speaks of a separateness. Isolation speaks of an aloneness. Isolation speaks of a closed door. Go away, don't bother me. Solitude, however, speaks of an availability. It speaks of a presence in our life, and that is God. Silence is not the absence of noise. It is the presence of the voice of God. Solitude is a presence. It means that I'm available to the Lord. He is with me. We used to call it, medically speaking, being in quarantine. The old spiritual writers talked about being in seclusion. But solitude is an availability. Solitude is an allowance of the Lord coming into our life and being with us. So just something to consider. We hear a lot of the word self-isolation. Perhaps you can start to use the word instead, solitude. I am in solitude, which means that I'm available to the Lord who is always with me. I welcome him into my life. He is with me. He wants to be with me. I surrender myself to him and allow him to use me however he sees fit. God bless your day. Keep praying for each other. We'll see you tomorrow.